The Inspired Crew, today we have here with us is Nuneka, who is a talented, innovative fashion designer. Nuneka is the founder of Nuneka Style and Innovations, a company here in Jamaica that is geared towards empowering young people. She is also the part owner of Weekend Manufacturing and Distributors, the maker of environmentally friendly personal care products. So let us go right into it, Nuneka. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about who and your products.
Okay. So hi everyone. Thank you all for sharing your platform with me. I am honored to be on. So Nuneka Williams really and truly is a creative at heart, and I've always been that way. And what I realize is that when I create, it comes from an inspired place, so much so that it's able to move others. And so through my designs, through product creation, also through speaking, because I do professional speaking sometimes, I'm able to touch, move, and inspire other people to really and truly live their best lives and also dress the part for that life. So I'm excited about my journey. It's new for me, but I'm working with it.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
Nuneka. That's
thank
awesome.
you.
That's awesome. So tell us, what did you want to become when you were younger?
So when I was younger, I always said I wanted to be a fashion designer. I didn't remember this. Is my dad actually reminded me about this a year or two ago that from I was younger, from the age of about 6 or 5, I've always said I wanted to be a designer. And even a teacher of mine reminded me recently that when I was in her classroom, all I used to do was waste my time drawing clothes in my books. So I was always that girl that wanted to design, make clothes, and be fashionable. However, because I talk a lot, everybody was pushing me in the direction of law, which I was seeking to do. But when you have a gift, it makes room for you. And so definitely design found me and I found it again. And that's what I've been doing.
So, when did you realize that this was what you wanted to really capitalize on?
When I realized this was a gift I want to capitalize on, it was definitely January of this year. All along, I've been treating this thing like an hobby. I just do what I feel like to do when I want to do it. And people always come to me. I've never run ads or anything, but I've always had clients. And that's because word of mouth marketing works so well. But it was, the company wasn't even something I thought about doing. It was my best friend in university approached me to start a t-shirt collection, which eventually morphed into me designing because the company we had contracted locally here in Jamaica did not do what we wanted to do. So I spent my last 20,000 in my savings account and I purchased a sewing machine and I started to sew. And so that became what it is today, Nuneka Styles and Innovations.
That
Amazing.
is
So,
awesome. Wait, you said you started
yeah,
this year in January?
this year.
Oh,
So that's when I realized that it was a gift that I wanted to bring to the world, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Um, and it's one of those things where, because it comes so natural to me, I didn't realize it was a business. I was treating it like a hobby. I'd never promote myself as a designer. It just recently I started calling myself that, by the way. And so I wanted to really and truly own it. And that came from a place of my dad passing, him encouraging me to do the same thing. And again, the appeal from people whenever I do it. And I realize that if I'm not designing, I'm sketching something, I'm creating something, I'm styling something. So it's definitely a part of my purpose. Or something I heard somebody say, jump and grow your wings on the way down. The hardest thing you can jump on is grow. So
wow. Super sound.
yeah.
What a thing.
So, Nicole, tell us, what is your greatest fear and how do you manage it?
So my greatest fear is, if I should put it into words, it would be coming out of that phase where I'm just always planning to plan and never really starting. And I think as an entrepreneur, a lot of us fall into that place. And what really fuels that is procrastination. And if you look behind that, it is coming from a place of I'm not good enough. And that's where it came from for me. And um, it just fueled by worry, what if, and the what if, and you never get stuff done. And so you live this constant place of anxiety. You know you have more to do and more to give, but somehow you just stay in your little bushel under your little corner and it doesn't work. And so what I've been using to get over that is really and truly realizing that I'm good enough, one. Two, it comes from a place of worry, so deal with worry. And one way I've done that is um to realizing that, one, outline the worst case scenario that could happen and accept it. So recently, the thing that has been hammering at me is hiring a social media strategist. And a way that I have used to overcome that is just outline what's the worst case scenario for me. I'd have to schedule maybe 3 more hours in my week in order to create content and post. And the best case scenario is either I hire somebody or I became a great social media strategist, build a skill that I didn't know I had. And so I accept it and I moved on, and I've now been able to move forward over that worry, over that fear. So just outline what is the worst thing that could happen, the best thing, and choose, because you can really choose what you live life to, and then choose accordingly to just live life from that space.
Oh, great. Powerful.
Thank you.
Wow, that is inspiring. Trust me. And I like that where you say you outline the worst case scenario and make peace with that. I think that's a I've never heard that strategy before, and I think I'm going to use it because I worry a lot. I'm- I must tell you that
Dito,
I worry
dito.
a
Same
lot.
here.
Definitely. And so as entrepreneurs, we're going to struggle with worry. And that's something that happens constantly. And it might cause you to age faster because of what happens. And so
Absolutely.
if you realize that you are purposefully putting yourself in a grave faster than you need to be, take a 360 look. And I know people said don't do 360, 180. I like 360 because you're going to come back in the right place. And just realize you just need to move forward. And I shouldn't take credit for this approach because it was actually from an audiobook. It's actually a physical book. It was an audiobook version on YouTube. Thank God I found it for free. By Napoleon Hill about, I think the title is something, How to Deal with Worry or something like that. It just came from a space where one day I was just in frustration and I realized I Google everything else, but I've never Googled how to get over worry. And I found this book on YouTube, well, the audio version on YouTube. I've now bought the physical version, and no, I just listen to it constantly. And there's many strategies that he gives, but that one really resonated with me because it's the what if is why I'm constantly worried. And so if I can deal with the worst and accept the best and realize I can choose which one I want to create, then I'll come from a powerful space.
Of course.
Woo,
Of course.
I feel it.
No, Sir Judy. So the next question is, what are some of the designs you have created and do you enjoy doing it? When
I
you were
really, go ahead.
when you were designing it.
Oh, yes. When I am creating and designing, there's no clock on the wall, there's no food in my belly, and I'm not hungry. Because I'm just so inspired by what I'm doing in the moment. Like last week, I spent 72 hours on a gown without sleep because I was just so excited. I'm one of those people that get engulfed in my work, which is not healthy, but it happens, and I'm trying to find flex time around. So I build in the structures. However, I've designed gowns, I've designed tuxedos, I've designed from the baby up to the grandma down to death wear. That mean people in the grave, a funeral gown or something. I've done that. But on the more product creative end, I've designed, created, I can't say only design, created and formulated a lot of useful products as well as help other entrepreneurs to develop their own individual products to bring to market. I've done about 6 of those, which I'm proud of, and they're on the internet selling, and I'm just seeing the success that they're having, and I'm excited because that's another gift I know I have to offer. But when the business reach where I need it to be, I'll offer that service. But for now, it's for those who know that capitalize on it. But I'm focusing on designing clothes and definitely building out weekend manufacturing.
Awesome.
Yay.
Awesome. So Nuneka, tell us, how did you come up with the name of your business?
Name Nuneka Styles and Innovations came up because the business went through several phases of evolution. It was Afro tees, it was Afro designs, because people mostly bring me African print fabric, but that wasn't all I did. And so a client of mine, and I was struggling to name the company, said to me, Nuneka, you do unique pieces. You bring a personal touch to everything you do, and when you make me something, it's mine. And so there's no other fitting name but Nuneka to name this company, because it's unique, it's you, and you're going to bring that flavor to the industry. So you're bringing your unique touch to fashion, and definitely you'll make a mark. So that's how the name Nuneka Styles and Innovations came about. That's legally registered, but for clothing purposes, it's Nuneka Styles.
Awesome.
Nice.
I should say that my name is powerful too. The person who named this, my dad, he didn't know what my name meant. I researched it, and it actually means God's chosen and one in many. So I am really excited, and it means
Wow.
forgiveness. So I'm just owning that possibility for the business and who I am and where I'm gonna go.
So Nuneka, where can we get more information on the products that you offer?
Okay. So you can get more information about me via Facebook or Instagram for now. When the brand is officially launched in November, the website and so forth will be up. But for now, it is on Facebook, Nuneka Styles, on Instagram, Nuneka underscore Styles with an S.
Mm.
And that's where you can find more information. There's also drips going on now. And eventually, the full scope of what it is will be revealed, and you can follow my journey there.
Thank you so much for being with us, Nuneka. It was so good to have you. Trust me. I feel inspired coming from this from this interview. Trust me. Feel like I can go move a mountain.
Awesome. I'm glad I was able to touch, move, and inspire both of you to go and live your best life. And thank you for what you're doing with this platform. We need more of this positive energy on YouTube, not about a bunch of challenges or mukbang, but
Uh,
people making a difference. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So for those of you who did not get Nuneka's information, we will provide it in the description box below. And before you go, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. So see you next time. Bye.
bye.